I'm gonna go over like how to properly mount a horse. We always mount on the left side because usually horses, we work on the left side, and then saddles are usually tightened from the left side. I'm gonna check my saddle, reach under the girth here, make sure I can get 2 fingers in. I can actually sneak in 1 more. So what I'm gonna do is tighten up a little bit. Right? So how do we properly mount a horse? So we're gonna grab a little bit of rein. This is called your rein. A little bit of mane. Just get out of here. Sorry about that, mama. So we're gonna grab a little bit of rein, a little bit of mane, introduce our foot into our stirrup. All right, rein and mane. A lot of people have a bad habit of grabbing the back of the saddle. So I'm gonna make an example. It's gonna be a quick example. Try not to grab the back of the saddle except the pommel, which is this over here. If you grab the back of the saddle, like I'm 215 pounds. So imagine 215 pounds are about to climb onto your back and somebody does this to you. If you notice, her weight's getting shifted all over instead of just standing still. Instead of grabbing the back of the saddle, the proper mount, rein and mane, introduce your foot into the stirrup and grab the pommel, which is this round part of the saddle, right under the horn. So we're gonna grab it, shoot straight up, try not to hit them all across the back, just place our saddle. I still have rein and mane in hand. Right now, Blue can probably snip at her or do something wrong. Hey, I still have control. I still have my rein in my hand. So we always kind of keep that rein in hand. I'll introduce my other stirrup. All right, now I'm mounted. Now let her warm up. I can sneak in a third. I'm just gonna tighten up a little bit to where I can only get 2 fingers in there. All right, rein and mane like we talked about in the mounting. All right, introduce my stirrup. She's moving along. She's moving along. I'm gonna let her move. Because you want a horse to mount. When you mount a horse, you want her to be still. All right, it's unsafe for you to be mounting a moving horse, just like it's unsafe to be like get in a moving car. It's the same thing. So I'm just gonna move with her. When she wants to stand still, I'll mount. I can do this all day. What I'm gonna do is, now that she stopped, I'm gonna kind of ask for her neck. Just ask her to bring that neck in. Come on. It's okay. Trying to get that nose to turn in towards me. So I got it. She's still moving, but that neck is turning towards me. So I'm taking leverage away from her. And this horse is fully broken in, but that's just a bad habit, right? So when it comes to horses, it's a little rule called punishment and reward. I'm not punishing her by screaming at her, or yelling and telling her stop and pulling on that bit. I'm just bending that nose in towards me. That's a really uncomfortable position, you know. I'm not necessarily hurting her, but it's super uncomfortable to be in that position. As you notice, look, she's gonna go back again. And I'm gonna hold that neck in place, all right? So I'm trying to mount. Oh. Just gonna keep moving with her. So this horse is broken in, but she has a lot of bad habits, right? Because she is a rental horse. Everybody rides their own way, even though we do trail rides, you know. So let me get on her, we'll keep explaining. So I'm gonna introduce my foot into the stirrup. All right, little rein, little mane, grab the pommel. Up we go. She's moving again. So I'm just gonna keep that nose bent in because I'm not ready. My foot is out of the stirrup technically. No. Whoa. Whoa. So it might take 5 spins, it might take 50. When it comes to horses, you gotta have patience. There she goes. She stopped. I'm gonna get that foot in the stirrup. I'm gonna reward her by letting go of that neck. So if you notice, I took a few minutes. With some horses, it might take 30 seconds. With some horses, you might be there all day doing that same lesson. Hey, you see, she just kind of, you know, oh my God, thank God that's over. So a lot of patience. So bending in the neck when you're trying to mount, remember, it's always safe. You might be the only one. You might be introduced to horses. You might already know what I'm talking about. But when you want to mount a horse, you want your horse to be completely still. So constantly practicing that until she's already got that out the way. It's a good practice to do. So remember, just bend that nose in and move with her. Don't get frustrated. Don't yank on the bit. Just relax. Patience with your horse until you're completely mounted. Then you reward her by releasing the neck. So punishment and reward, right? It's not necessary that we're gonna physically punish her, but we have to think about ways to work with our horse and kind of let them know, hey, I'm not ready yet. You gotta work with me, you gotta trust me. So, little tip there for the trade. Let's get to our riding.